significant since they've added the bushes back. It's become significantly better for the Axis and the Allies because obviously the really super long sight lines did no favors for anyone. Um, the new gliders could be fun as well on dugout. Maybe that'll make a difference on SMDM, but I somehow doubt it. Maybe you can get an MG up on here and look behind the point as the Allies. Maybe you can break out here, but we'll see. See what's cooking. Maybe we'll see something fun. I mean, I much prefer Div 2 games to Div 1 games to cast because I think that people are like much more invested in doing something fun. You know, we might see some cool Stuart or Lux plays, which I'd definitely be excited to see. Maybe get some nice outpost burning and going and stuff. Seems like there's a bit of a party occurring on AA Network. Maybe they're hoping for it. Praying to the chaos god that is Hell Let Loose, the eldritch fucking horror. I think everyone will be pleased to know that I've recovered some of my mental faculties after the Stalingrad grind that I died 70 times in today. But yeah, it is what it is. If people still don't have the fix to the why bug not clearing admin messages, DM me or send me a message on the ECL Discord or something, and I'd be happy to paste the solution in there once I've finished casting this game. I think I like SMDM because it's got a lot of balance for different players of the game, right? The tankers have a clear job. There's like lots of places for the infantry to have some close quarters battles, and now they've opened up the town a lot. There should be a lot more good action in the town as well. So a lot of these back gardens have been opened up, and now you can push through into the town centre a lot more easily. I think this is like it's so much nicer, the fact that you can get like through this broken wall, and then there's like accessible house buildings and stuff. And I think like it's not super figured out as to like all the roofs and stuff yet, but I think it could be pretty interesting once they get figured out, But, like, just the fact that we've got like so much more open space, it's just going to be so nice for both teams if it gets stuck on SMDM, because it can be so stale so quickly on SMDM point. They're actually being hosted by Invictaurus, so the ECL rule is that whoever's Axis hosts the server. So it should be quite a nice, smooth experience. Everyone's on really low ping. I'm on 72, which is like pretty okay. Apparently me and Artileg both live next door to each other because we have exactly the same ping. So I actually have good experiences with some of the tourist guys like Kenai and a few of the guys, so hopefully they're putting a good show. We've got quite a nice roster here from them, lots of relatively high levels, so I'm hoping for at least an interesting game. And then obviously we've got our Polish veterans. They'll probably be led by LJT, I would imagine. Artilegs on Arty, Dustworld, Wodzu. I mean, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna try and find Wodzu, because this guy is like just an absolute fucking ninja. He finds tanks and angles onto tanks with satchels that you wouldn't even know existed. The guy is like unreal. I think he took out like 2 or 3 tigers by himself with the satchel engineer loadout versus the lion the other week, and that was pretty crazy. That was like pretty wild. You got to respect that kind of shit. So just waiting for the game to kick off now. The pre-match shenanigans. Everyone's getting their hands warm, ready for the game. I'm not a fan of the jungle frog skin sort of camo. I think it's kind of ugly. Both teams just sort of dicking around in the warm-up, you know. Durafil with his Browning. Chad got the Browning. Only Chad's used the Browning. Everyone thinks they're an MG GOAT until they get stuck playing allies for an entire season. The pre-match warm-up is like super important to gain like mental edge over your opponent. You've got to get in their heads, you know. You've got to figure out especially if you play like one of the Normandy maps. If you can get the angle to get an MG or like a tank onto the beach and just kill them on the beach in the spawn, oof, that is some serious fucking mental edge you get right there. Like, you actually just, like, mind-fuck one or two of them into just, like, completely tilting out of their minds before the game starts. See! Friedrich from Taurus. Sillen and Vergolf are following up. Still waiting on the match to start. How many players are we at? 49, so probably missing one PV guy. Everyone else seems to be here. Before the game starts, since I'm casting from their side. Sure, Slay and the boys will be cheering on from the XD side. Quite a few Polish guys in XD actually. You know, between Slay, Tempe, Acton, the other guys. Hoping for some excellent shenanigans here from the guys. So this is a court martial of offence actually. Fabka playing medic, like that's just, it's not on, you know. There's really no excuse for that kind of behaviour. I think that was a Nosk. Car 98 Nosk, let's go. That's the kind of hands warm up you need. I mean, he gained the first couple of shots, but he made up for it. Ooh. Oh, but we gained one player on this team, but lost one on the other team. Oh, I swear, like Hell Let Loose games have like. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say Hell Let Loose games have never started on time. We're only 9 minutes behind schedule, or 10 once the map. That's pretty good going. To be fair, you know. Normally when I'm with Indra, like we cast a curse it to be like 30 minutes, you know, 30 minutes late. That's pretty standard. Maybe we should just set all of the games to be half an hour earlier, and then we'd start on time. Maybe we could trick people. I'm just saying, you know. No, fingers crossed for Dugout. If it's AA Network, I don't know how many times I can rehash the things I've already said about AA Network. Like, Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Let's go. King AA Network. Prep squad. Oh, he's even done that for me. What a G. Okay. Well, sure. Let's just run back here a bit. There used to be invisible water. Okay. And away we go. So, really shit map layout for both sides, to be honest with you. This breakout into AA network attack is really fucking hard work. So in theory, we should have, if everything goes according to the handbook, we should have a cap on AA network first by Invictaurus here. The hell at least rarely goes as you would like it. So let's look at the rollout. We've got one recon tank, trucks, an extra truck spawned, medium, light, no extra tank spawned by PV, so just going for a pretty vanilla rollout onto the point to begin with. Let's no, and then we can close that. Let's fly over here. We see a Puma already. Maybe some rocket snipes. Got some officers and lots of officers by this truck. There's a nice handbrake turn. Some guys next to it. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have some rocket snipes from Taurus here. Invictaurus. Rocket snipers on that truck as well. Supply truck. P4. More rocket snipes. Okay, I respect this, 30 seconds left. Are the Poles going to try the same thing? Let's have a look. Have they got some snipers? Got some rocket riders. And a couple of snipers as well. Oh, this should be a fantastic double Katyusha strike moment from both teams. How exciting. I'm looking forward to this. Let's see. I'm going to follow these rockets from the PV guys. Let's see if they hit Zekpi and Least. Oh, they're sprinting up. Tubes out. Trucks away. Sniping from the recon tank as well. Got to have pretty good timings on this. Nice rollout, very even. Maybe one truck a bit too far, but maybe that's the flank squads. It's got to be soon. Oh, got one. Two Taurus rockets coming in. Way too slow. There we go. Decent attempt on the one by the glider there. Ooh, slightly too early on those two rockets. Maybe the next volley will get them. Oh, that was so close. Initial cap weight does go towards PV as they get their first trucks in. Both teams are making strong plays for the hard cap. They are flared, and I'm absolutely certain that the... Ooh, strafing run gets one. One kill onto Rex. Wasted a rocket on the truck. Even bandaging. Cap now starting to go towards Invictaurus. MG's already set up holding a point here. Front door is always tricky on AA network as the allies, but the cap weight does go towards them as they push into the hard cap. As mostly the arty manages to just keep the infantry away, and they're on the north. Big cap weight from the north of the soft cap by the Invictaurus. Oh, massive arty shell. Huge arty shell. That arty is extremely punishing. Got the Lux coming into the back of the point. We've seen the Luxes do interesting things on this point. We've seen them just drive straight into these trenches to stay alive where possible. Does look like one of the... Maybe the Puma goes down back there. North compound is pretty even now. It was heavily favoured to Invictaurus to begin with, but now PV has started to push back at the cost of some of the outposts on the hard cap. They're all hot and they're all in that trench together. That is pretty grim. But the Stuart taking on the... Go on, lads. Go on, Dustworld. Go on. Go on, drift it. Tokyo fucking drift. They get it. They get it. So Dustworld gets the first shot in, and then I have no idea where the second one comes in, but that was exceptional work from Dustworld. What a G. They've got double Stuart play here. And the cap is now strongly going towards the favour of the Polish team. Louis and QJJ are now attempting a play on the hard cap. This is going to be critical for removing OPs where possible. I assume the second shot actually came in from the medium Sherman, which is sort of towards the middle of the map here. Big HEs. The HEs and the HEs from the light tanks plus the artillery is really keeping, you can see on the flare that it's keeping them just outside the hard cap, so they don't have a lot of cap pressure, whereas the guys from PV storming into the hard cap. The Lux is being a nuisance though, keeping the guys pinned down on the main road. Angelican wonders if he can get an angle on it. Just don't see it happening from this angle. Nice, one kill for Angelican. Misses the second onto Dale. Ooh, RT takes out the second guy. Dale's now pushing at the outside. Got a really large contingent of Invictaurus guys that have been pushed out southeast of the point here. And the first cap does go to the Polish team. Polska Grom, my friends, Polska Grom. Medium is taking a heavy beating from these rockets to the front plate though. It's probably going to have to pull back and repair here, otherwise it's going to risk going down. And if the medium tank, the first medium tank goes down, it's like much easier to recap for the German team here. Bades might be looking to get up a garrison. We've already got a really good garrison, and this is going to be really critical. The control over Pierre's farm is mad important. We've got a really good commitment from Least with the MG covering the main road to keep these guys off the garrison, and then this garrison set up so they can control Pierre's farm. You see the Stuart's taken on the Lux, one shot in to the side of the Lux. I think that was the second. Third in the turret. You've got to keep going for the turret. You can't pen the front plate. Who's winning? Nice work from the Stuart. Rav and him. Silen pushing up with the FG-42. Silen goes down to Kashki. Now we're seeing Funk and Edric are now looking south, trying to hold off this push from Poles around here. Okay, lads, so the truck that we commented on at the beginning, so we've got Dustworld pushing his Stuart round, and then the flanking squads from PV have already got Funny Dead Cat. Funny Dead Cat has already got a garrison around the back of Hugo's farm. Pretty close as well, that's on the crossroads there. That's going to be... It's interesting to see that it's not blocked. Oh no, it has just gone blocked. As soon as I mentioned it, it's gone blocked. Whoopsie! Artillery is still pinning down this back edge of the hard cap, so Invictaurus are really struggling to get in. Artileg is absolutely nailing these guns. They are just getting flattened. It is quite impressive that this Lux is still up, and from his perspective he can't see that there's a Stuart just the other side of those boxes, but we can see it here, guys. Or is that the medium? It's the medium. He can't see the medium, but the medium also can't see him. PV have now got a really solid control over most of the key parts of the map, apart from just outside their own hard cap, and now the medium's engaging and completely banked it. Beacaster, Pendragon and Dante. one in the turret. They're probably not even going to bother falling back with the Lux here because they just want to bin it and get in a... Yeah, there we go. They just want to bin this tank and get in something heavier. But that does open up PV's infantry to now start to push towards the front of the hard cap here and slowly push back the outpost. Angelic Azan trades out with Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Can he kill Soft Air as well? He's not checked that angle. Kills Winklebear. Does he see Soft Air behind him? They're both looking in the opposite directions. It is incredible to watch. This is Div 2 gameplay, ladies and gentlemen. Eyes DLC not included. This garrison's opened up again, and we've got Dustworld and Rav. Oh no, it's Vibronzi and Rav going in with their Stuart. We've got several squad leads. We can see them on the flare. You know, they know they're coming. Noodle, maybe he'll trade. Noodle's not looking. Angelican can't hit a shot, but doesn't matter because Noodle's not got any ears. Angelican, yeah, that was just. Doofenshmirtz absolutely nails him in the back of the head. What can you do? These OPs are all still hot and they're just... And then the cap starts on Hugo's farm. Let's go and have a look. We've got a big redeployment to the front here, but they don't know that it's all going on behind them. They're just pushing straight into the soft cap. They're straight into the hard cap. The Stuart's in the hard cap with the boys. This is a fantastic play. This is exactly what we saw from PV versus TL. They just could nail the backstab here. Lamcolette and his lonely outpost in the hard cap. They know he's there because they're pinging. He's pinging outposts. Somehow Lamcolette hits him in the shoulder and loses. We've got the airhead coming down, and it's all just... They're smoking up the airhead here. Good play. The MG on the front of the point, but bro, like, buddy, I'm afraid you need to turn around. You need to get the MG towards the hard cap because they're dropping this airhead. The smoke doesn't quite... No, Cross, no! Cross turns and runs the wrong way from the airhead. The airhead is completely clear. Spotter clears out Lamcolette's outpost. It's a disaster. This is beautifully executed with the smokes. I mean, they're unlocking a couple of shells that didn't hide it, but... This is going to trigger a full retreat from... I mean, the Pazak kills Sillon on the sniper, and they've still got this... They've still got this Stuart. I think this is an opening Stuart just driving around the hard cap, like, completely uncontested, and because the original garrison was actually behind the point, bombing run wipes out 5 or 6, but I think it's too late. We've got a massive deployment away in the southwest here. But unfortunately, it's just too late. It's just too little too late, and they're getting cleaned up by Zeri and Kojitek. That's a ballsy run across the open field there. Kojitek goes down. They're just pinned in the corner of this field. There's limited things that they can do from here. And again, Rav and Vibronzini and, you know, Mike's got red pill. They're just going straight for the throat. They're not letting up any pressure on the poor Invictaurus side. Taking out a truck with their... These Stuarts have just been absolutely fucking everywhere. They're on fire. These guys are cleaning house. And they can see a side shot on the P4 maybe. If they get Kuch to ride on the back, I think there's a good chance they clear out this P4 immediately. They're locked in. They smell blood. No AT watching. The P4 has to know surely by now. Dead Soul and Lotsman in the default P4. The Stuart's trying to come around the back before they... Ooh, just misses the first shot. Locked in a deadly circle combat here. Both miss. Ooh! Nice shot by the P4 there. Default P4. Good response. Nice turn. Clean. Sorted. Bosh. Potentially saved the point there, actually, because it was looking a bit dicey for a minute. Yeah, I've got a red garrison. This garrison's going down, possibly to recon or something, but I'm sure the deaf guys will know. Chile's going to be concerned, but I mean, they've got they've got a pretty strong garrison network for attacking AA network, but nothing really defensive near the hard cap now. So they should use this moment to sort of, they should use the pressure created here to buy some time to build up a more forward garrison network. These garrisons need to be moved forward to this line, and maybe keep one on hockey stick or gardens. I think this must be the default medium here, because the 76s with Dustwold and Procurator aren't actually up at the front yet still. But Beacaster, Dante and Pendragon, they're looking for the P4 that we spotted earlier. I think they're just going to find infantry for the time being. This is a great spot for an Axis MG. Truck or Belgian gate boost up onto here, and you have a really, really disgusting view into the back of Hugo's. Like, it's just vile. This spot will get you banned in public matches because they think you're cheating. Nice kills. Geezer's just going to sit here and farm, and now we've got the engagement between the P4 and the Sherman. Ooh! That must be the Tiger. There must be a Tiger coming up, bringing a Tiger up to bear from the... Yeah, there we go. He was just too exposed. Nice shot there from Mick D43. So it seems that Invictaurus have now sort of stabilised, but they're not putting any pressure on this front door garrison just yet. So, whilst they are pushing up slowly, Jord takes out the PV squad leader there. They are going to run into the spotter and AT here. AT kills George. George goes down to our picks. Jackie takes out Brony. They're trading up positively here. They might be able to clear this garrison now on these outposts and secure the front door. It looks like Chile heard me and is now, in fact, repairing some garrisons with Evangelion even. Ooh, trading between Kuj and Sillen there in the trench. Red Pill has been spotted out, but they're letting him peek for free here because they've just started to look the other way. Maybe you can't see over the sandbags because the sandbags are shit. Red Pill's also not looking. Noodle and Soft Air coming up behind Red Pill. And Red Pill gets taken out by Noodle. Quinn is looking to keep the flares up. I think that must be Dustworld 76, and we've got a Lux coming up as well, so some pitched tank battles incoming, and the Artie's just going to slam the front door. This red road has got to be a complete kill box. If you can deny this red road, then there's basically piss all that they can do about it. Burning 76 here. So this is one of the hoppers you can actually still get in, because you can jump on that wall, and I am very surprised we haven't got a Browning in here going do 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 do, because that is business critical. And you've got to make the sound as well sometimes, because, like, you know, of course you do. We've actually got a sneaky... Oh. We haven't got a sneaky guy here anymore, but there was one. There for sure was a sneaky guy. Lux is causing some mischief by splashing some rounds behind and into the point. This is quite nice, actually. And we do see some Invictaurus guys getting pretty close to the front door of the point, and this garrison is really exposed to that Lux. If that Lux can land a shell toward the back of this, anywhere in this little dip, I think it's going to be pretty Jove for that garrison. LJT completely unfazed by the rounds tearing through there. Front door still held pretty securely by PV with not that many men. They need to be focusing on this hedge line here. Ardo is going to be shot in the side of the head any second now in this. Anglic trader. heard the car. He's trying to shoot, but the hitbox of the tank is larger than the tank. The visual model does get the shot in the end. I mean, this open field is just like, why are you pushing that? You know, like just walk down to the end and then push up this road. Yeah. This is a comp game, guys. You're not playing against like level 25 blueberries here. That's just nonsense, and you know it's nonsense. So, you know, why are you doing it? Jackie wants to get an angle with the MG42 on this roof if I was him, and then just sort of look towards the point, but he's decided to not really watch anything instead. Rudolph is still just, you know, doing MG42 on the roof things. I'm starting to get a bit of tank column going up here. This is what we like to see, some role playing, please, and thank you very much. Dustworld's tank, Dustworld 76 over there, and they'll be trying to take out this Tiger. I want to make a shot to the 76, which is back here somewhere. I don't know if you want to stick your head up there, mate. It's going to be a bit spicy when you get turned to a red mist. Really could use some repair stations around this sort of way. We can see this part of the road is very hot. .76 is actually taking shells from an AT gun. It's a bit smoky, but Major 7 and the boys, the fucking gang, the gang's all here, lads. They're sending pack rounds straight down range into that 76. Doing their best to punish it here. They're just going to smack into the turret constantly and not actually do anything, but you can actually just out-repair. Really need this rep station up because this is becoming slightly scary, because as soon as this Tiger shows up as well. Ooh! Oh no! Oh no, it's gone disastrously. It's gone absolutely disastrously. The artillery has found the AT gun. Oh dear. Oh dear for the boys. Anglican is trying to find the outpost before they can respawn. Stuka. Just as they get the repair station up. Nice driving. They detect it's coming. They pull back just in time. Now they need to be really careful because that sounds like a whole mounted MG34. They should really just pull back behind one of those buildings there. I'd let them know, but you know, you're not really supposed to do that. Invictaurus has now actually started to make good progress on the southeast corner. Now they've stopped running across the open field. They're making good progress on this southeast corner of the Hugo's farm. They are starting to push in. Try and join them here. See what's occurring. What do they see? This is quite a good approach because you've got decent cover as you push in, and they've added these new bush models as well. Not that that's fucking helped until you get absolutely slaughtered by Wadzu. Wadzu takes into pieces. There is a pretty long line of Invictaurus players on this southeast corner now. And it is critical to note that a win isn't just a win in the ECL. Because it's a long-form league, it's important to hold on to as many of the cap points as possible. So winning 4-1 is vastly superior to winning 3-2, especially when you take into account that PV, ooh, a nice shell. PV are actually playing the weaker side on this map. So if they can win convincingly like this on the weaker side, then it just means that there's a higher chance of them scoring better on the league form in the long run. Jord goes down as well there. MG42 from downtown is now starting to rip into this hedge line though. PV making good front door progress, but they are leaving this area undermanned. And this garrison's kind of shit, in my opinion. Like, if you just moved it back to this area, then if you lose Hugo's, you don't lose this garrison. This garrison goes further back, this garrison goes further back. Leave yourself a bit more open to the possibilities. So we have got a spotter behind a recon unit sending a flare up, and they've got control over Hamlet as well. Kashki. Nice. Like a headshot. Maybe they can get Max Baumann too. Baumann makes one plan to package. Kashki oblivious, doesn't know. Knows. Too late. Baumann doesn't know our picks is there as well though. He goes down to our picks, I assume. Oh, maybe it was actually banana. We're fighting. Trying to clear up on this road. I think we need some. We've got two 76s now on the field, but they're both focused on the same side because that's where the Tiger is. I would like to see maybe a light tank or, you know, one of the default light tanks clear out this area at high speed. Because they're slowly giving ground away on this corner of Hugo's, and they've lost a lot of their front door pressure onto Hill 6 because you can just respawn so much faster as the defenders on your mid HQ. Just seeing the slow peak onto the Tiger. They know the Tiger's there. So Invictaurus have lost one Tiger and they're shooting the dead Tiger, and the second Tiger is just waiting around the corner for them. Honestly, I think you don't have to risk anything as this Polish tank right now. If you just sat back, you don't have to actually peek. Oh, they bounced the first round. Unlucky, Invictaurus. You've now just massively lost that one. Dead Soul Lotsman. Yeah, you've completely fucking goofed that. You've completely goofed it. Oh, that's so unlucky. Oh, they bounced the first round and they've got nowhere to go here. They've got nowhere to go here but to die because they lose the first tank. They lose the first round battle and then they can't retreat fast enough in the reload time. So that's two dead Tigers now on this side of the map. And we've got the second 76 pushing up here to clear out the infantry because they've got zero threat on them now. Maybe Moon Baby can make some magic happen with a satchel. Nope. Arty Star completely shreks him. Use a repair station machine back here. And they're going for this garrison. What they want to do now, I guess, PV is trying to lock them. Yeah, that was a repair station. But PV is trying to lock the Taurus guys back into their HQ so they can't actually push out and use this HQ. If they can't use this HQ, they can't get tanks up to this side of the map, so it makes it much harder to skadoosh. Makes it much harder for them to push up here at all. Tanks are making short work of any infantry left over in this area, and they are going to go for this garrison, which should be called out now. Quite big spawn wave, but dual Garans from Avocado and Jackie are just cutting through them. There'll be a couple of Kar-98 guys here. Kar-98 goes down. Major 7 gets a grenade off. Jackie gets the outpost. Winkelbear spawns in anyway. Misses half a mag of MP-14's back. So you've got to assume that this 76 does know that there's a garrison on the other side there, but hasn't made any moves yet. With these tanks here, it's actually relieved a lot of the infantry pressure that was required to hold this part of the map. So we can see PV have now started to push a lot of their infantry focus down towards E8. and that's allowing them to push out this hedgerow again. So where they were struggling with the pressure, they're now getting a lot of relief. And Pendragon, Dante and Pcaster are now bringing up a third 76 to the front, and that's going to make the lives of Invictaurus very, very, very miserable. I'd just like to take this moment of brief inaction to say I am terribly sorry to all of the Polish and German guys whose names I'm butchering this evening. Please be patient, forgive me, when you rewatch the VOD back later on. Be kind. They finally do get the MG that was on that roof, but as a reward they've got Der Phil with another MG set up on a different roof, so you know, congrats for killing one. Now you've got another issue. So kind of unlucky on that front, I guess. Sucks to be you. PV now do have complete control over the front crossroads, although some people are pushing down the hill towards LJT. Soft Air versus LJT. Here we miss each other. Rocket comes in to try and clear out this trench. LJT executes Moasso. Misses Soft Air though. Is he going to re-peek it? No, he's just moving on. Another AT gun. Lotsman and Dead Soul, so I think these are some of the Taurus tankers. Taking shots at these 76s that I've highlighted behind that hedge, so they're trying to pen the top of the hedge and distract them. Oh, they know exactly where that 76 is. Now the guys are pushing towards the next Invictaurus garrison, which is sensibly in a slight dip and back from the hedge. They're getting smokes up in front of the 76, so maybe they can try and pressure it some more there with bazookas and satchels. Got some funny guys in my chat trying to throw me off my game now. Just super funny. Ooh, nice attempt at a rocket from Alexander, but he does go down. Big collection of these 76s. They've just backed into the hedge here, so maybe that's an opportunity for this pack gun on the hill to take a pot shot. Ever so slightly too low with the pack gun. Lofter's actually made some progress up the centre, so PV have lost control of the crossroads of the main road. As they've overcommitted infantry here, they've forgotten that they actually do still need infantry on the main crossroads, and that's going down for them. So that's a bit jinky scoop, you know. It's kind of unlucky. They've got the MGs set back up, so those MGs are going to have a big impact on this area of the map. But PV seems to have recognised this. They've sent spotters and LJTs back down the middle. Just trying, Bcaster and Pendragon 76 is just trying to hold this hill, beat the infantry back, and that way they maybe can control the front door a bit better. PV have finally got another garrison back up on the front door here, so maybe they can start to remount and attack. Although, having said that, they are in the process of losing it to Invictaurus rockets here. Viking takes out our picks. Grenades from Escape going down onto the Gary. They know it's there. Edric's pushing towards it. Escape goes down. Edric and Viking. Edric and Viking. Oh, they spotted it. They're not. If Viking's not yelling, let me satchel it, I don't know why you're bothering playing STG, you know? Garrison goes down. PV could use an MG on this chimney here in Hamlet, and then they could control this area of the map. You know? They lock down this front door. It'd be quite tasty, but they have to drive a truck quite far. Both of the 76s on the west side of the map still playing together, hugging quite close. Here, you know, they're holding on. They haven't lost the 76 yet, as far as I've been able to tell, but they're both actually coming close, and this is kind of dangerous for Zoni and Cooge. Got to get in. Ooh, lamb cutlet. Lamb cutlet. That's what it is. Lamb cutlet. I get it. They've got infantry behind them now. But it's only an SL, so they shouldn't be too worried about it. We're going to burn the outpost. Bounces something to the back. Edelweiss. Satchel. Oh, nice defensive work from the second 76. That's perfect, lads. Nice work from Dustworld and the boys. Schnitzel's going for another one. Maybe Schnitzel's going for a satchel. He's waited for the 76 to go past, not waited long enough. Skadoosh. Tell you what, Invictaurus are going ham with the fucking pack guns. They've got two set up here, one on the hill back there. I can really sense the desperation, you know. When your tank crews are manning more AT guns and you have tanks on the field, like, you know, yikes. I've got a default medium in HQ and a couple of light tanks as well that they could bring up if they wanted to. I'm not sure why there was a rocket onto the friendly tank there, but it didn't look like there was any infantry close. Is there a satchel? Doesn't look like it. Who knows? Oof. I think that was the AT gun. I think that was the pack gun. Lamb Cutler versus Jackie. Jackie goes down to Sleepy there. PV are really holding the front door again. They seem to react quite well to where they've worked out that they've over or under committed manpower. Strafing run, completely wasting munitions. Oh, I've got one person, so worth, I guess. If you wanted to convert 150 munitions into like 3 manpower, I guess, like yeehaw. So PV now like they've got like a really strong kind of, a much stronger flatter front line here. They've still got their 376s up with over 1,000 fuel on the board. That's crazy. 1,000 fuel and 376s? Like this. If I don't see a half track, I'm gonna be sorely fucking disappointed. Havel would spawn a half track with that much fuel. Front door's kind of looking pretty samey as both teams wrestle for control over this area. Beacaster, Pendragon and Dante. I can see that the outposts are hot, so maybe... Oh no. Benuri gets absolutely nailed in the arse there. There's a satchel going off as well. George's making a run for the outpost. Is spotted by the driver MG. Does go down. It's kind of hard to see what you can do as Invictaurus now. I think you gotta kind of hide your tanks. Maybe just play for, you know, play for trying to get. I mean, this supply drop trying to get spotted immediately. It's completely into enemy territory. Invictaurus have pushed them completely out of Hamlet now. Created a bubble here, a bulge, Battle of the Bulge into Hamlet. PV are responding in force. Trading on the eastern edge of Hamlet to go down. Got some wraparound work from... Funny Dead Cat is attempting to wrap around through the eastern HQ. Kills traded. Supply's not found yet, but I would imagine it's only a matter of time. I haven't seen a tiger in a while. Just trying to find a tiger. There you go. Speak and ye shall receive. So this is exactly what I was saying. When I say you should hide your tanks, you just kind of want to put a bit of pressure on. So you've got your two tigers here. You need to keep them subtly hidden away from the 76s until you can build up 2 or 3 and take out one. There we go, the first 76 goes down. Played to the double peak from the 2 Taurus tank crews. Nice to see them off their pack guns and back in their heavy. Attempting to take this truck back and push up the main road. Double MGs once again set up. Full 6 looking completely unmolested at the moment. We can see Red Pill, one of the flank SLs, is encountering issues on the garrison in SMDM. Got a better frontline garrison setup, but the amount of pressure coming out from Invictaurus on it, can't see it surviving for very long. Tank seems to know it's there. Tiger takes 1 in the arse from Hurton. I'm not sure he can get around the barbed wire in time he goes down. But it is going to slow down this Tiger's push towards Hugo's. Garrison is going down. Soft egg is absolutely fucking molested. Though the RT is going to come down and just sort of kill everyone there, so. What you gonna do? Die, I guess. It's pretty difficult. It's really hard to push out from to push into the 5th point quite often in competitive games, because as you can see, obviously you've got the defender's advantage where you can just spawn constantly every 10 seconds on their mid HQ, right? And like, plus you can have up to 8 garrisons in the fucking soft cap, right? So like, you know, in the red zone, friendly blue zone. So it's going to be, you have quite a high spawn advantage, so it's going to be really difficult for PV to push them out here until they can get all 3 of their tanks sort of in the same part of the map at the same time. In the west, we've still got the guys labouring on the map edge here. Looks like Invictaurus are moving one of their Tigers up to the west here. Going to try and look for a peek onto Dustworld and Curator's tank. Using the roofs and the height advantage, squeezing every drop they can out of this part of the map just to try and hold back PV from cutting off this HQ. Oh, it looks like I missed the P-strike, but it looks like the P-strike actually took out this Tiger, so fucking comfy. I think that rocket from PV really did the trick there, and they're bringing up their 676, and they still have 800 fuel on the board. So, still looking really, really in control for PV, and they've started to move their outposts up again. Retaking control of this garrison of Hamlet. Ish. Without that Tiger, it's going to be difficult for Invictaurus to stay in the game here, but Viking is once again pressuring onto this garrison. Pinging it, they know it's there. Escapes probably spotted it from around the corner. Spawned in Wadzu, Jackie. What they get then? Jaski, Wadzu, Honori, Kuj. Kuj goes down to Viking. Wadzu spots him. Oh, Wadzu loses the gunfight. Viking off the roof now. Oh, he's going for the satchel. They know he's there because he's blocking it. He gets the satchel down. Kamak goes down to Jaski. Viking actually pulling back. He's not risking going for it. He's going back on the roof. If he stays on the roof, the satchel will kill him. Jaski, nice work. But he doesn't know about the satchel. Garrison. Sadly, no spawn wave, which would have been fun. Can't get everything, I suppose. Papa Steroid looking for Jackie here. He knows he's here. He must have heard him clomping around on the wood upstairs. Oh, nicely done. Immediately shot in the back. Unlucky. Lots of small infantry fights. Lost the garrison, so they're going to have to re-push. Retake everything towards Hamlet. Map edge grind still occurring. Satchel misses everything. Satchel doesn't miss everything. Satchel gets... how many heads is there? I'll come back to that one. 76 takes a shot in the front from the Tiger. Probably safe behind this part of the blockage. Missed out on counting how many heads there were, but I think it was at least 5. Kochatek is a real one, building up at the rep station. If you know me, if you know my casting, I fucking hate repair stations. I think they're beyond cringe. Nice little hold on to the main road by Jerry. .76, 276, and then third 76 is here. So we have lost 2 76s now on the side of Polish veterans, but they are trying an airhead directly into... Okay. Ooh. He gets a couple there. He must have traded out some outposts. We're getting an airhead into the HQ. I'll be fascinated to see if this works. I know it's a wheat field, but... huge numbers of Taurus players still in C9 on that map edge. With the Tiger as well in the foreground. Just see it's a fucking graveyard of Tigers and P4s out here. Lux pushing in, angry little Lux pushing in the back. Do they know about the airhead? It doesn't seem so. Well, maybe they do. Maybe they've spotted it. They just... We've got about 20 seconds before spawns go off. Tried Max is short on his nades. I think he'll probably block it before they get a spawn off there. He's playing Grenadier to maximise the grenade span. Grenade does get the airhead and no SLs off it. Nice grenade there. Oh, we always talk about tanks doing double taps, which is where you line up 2 tanks. And we've got cap pressure onto hill 6. Big play off this back garrison here. But the tankers with the fucking pistol double tap clear off the airhead. It was all a fucking bait though, because in the meantime, Funny Dead Cat has actually got up a garrison on the fucking hard cap behind them, basically. Rafix has marked up their garrison there. And the cap begins. We've got plenty of people in the hard cap and they've drawn out. If they can block this garrison or get a rocket onto it, they know it's there. Zekp got the bombing run. The bombing run is over the garrison. Oh, if they get a big spawn wave timed with this bombing run. Zekp needs to get out of the way though. Zekp's going to get fucking murked by this bombing run. Huge, another spawn wave coming in off the outposts. Got two, 3 outposts here. Big spawn wave. Now they're defending, but the bombing run is coming in. Maybe we'll actually see an effective bombing run. Jord takes out Zekp. Garrison goes down, 1 kill. Kind of disappointing. Only get 1 kill with the bombing run. Team 17 off bombing runs. They're shit. Nice work from Jord. Takes out Red Pill. Tried Max going for Cooge. Again, it's just bought them some time actually, you know, it's just like, it's pressure. Even if they're not capping off this play, they know that the next play could work. And it's also allowing the boys on Hugo's to really get some, to buy some space. Satchel takes out that repair station and makes a much larger explosion than it had any right to be. And Jord absolutely murks Avocado. He was playing bar machine gun. So, you know, what can you do? Duel won by escape there, takes out the Polish veterans AT. Garrison is going down and we see cap pressure from... Holy shit! I completely missed this. I was looking too much at the... They must have had an airhead go down. My apologies. Invictaurus now's turn. Chile uses the reinforce here. It's really hard to cast without bloody double admin cam. But massive spawn waves in the centre of the hard cap. They're going to need to do something special here. Airhead directly in the fucking hard cap. Calling Broken Arrow. This is a code red, boys. You know that the airhead's here now. Briefly flashing towards PV. Another spawn wave. They've got their outposts up in the hard cap now. Can they bring these tanks into the point fast enough? Huge spawn wave. They're fucking flooding the point here now. 76 on the backside. No garrison in the hard cap. They've got a flare now. They've seen just how deep in the shit they are. Sleepy takes out a couple. Knight Rider takes out one before he gets traded. LJT sprinting back to the hard cap with his little legs. But is met by a fucking firing squad as he pulls into the point. Nicely done by Invictaurus. Very patient. Great airhead. Turns out it was the opposite. PV got too over optimistic, and now we've got Chile trying to quickly rebuild his garrison network. So they can bring these tanks into the hard cap. Maybe they can hold on at the last second. But I think they're probably just going to pull their tanks back to make sure they don't go down to random infantry here. And it all just suddenly got a bit spicy. And a little spice. it's going back to PV. No way. They're managing to turn it with the reinforce, the last dregs of the reinforce, but I don't think it's enough. Artie's now coming down in the hard cap. It can't be enough, surely. Without the reinforce, when the reinforce wears off, it's not enough, surely. There's so many in the hard cap, but now the tanks are finally coming around the back. Fabrica trades Wojtek, but gets shot in the back by Avocado. Avocado gets Rex, escapes, hiding in the corner. Artie's pounding these outposts that were up in the centre of the hard cap. Holy shit. Rockets in. Oh, it's offline. My boy, offline. Former DC member. I didn't realise he was playing back with PV. Nice to see him. Win and escape. Escape kills. But the outpost does go down. I cannot believe they've held on to that. That was just... That must have been the last second of last seconds where they managed to turn that round. And then there's the satchel. And there's the arty. And funny that Cat's still got his outpost up behind the point, so maybe if he switches position across the centre of the HQ, maybe he can get another garrison player together while they're still redeploying to the front here. Oof, briefly exciting. Hurton trying to lay down the hurt onto this retreating tiger, but can only hit track from here. So I guess anything to slow it down, and then maybe one of the 76s can pull in and finish it off. Two tigers up there. P4 and tiger. Good use of the default spawning. I don't actually see that OP, but I think it's just below the ridge, so 76 now pulling up. P4 has to retreat. Doesn't want to risk getting one tapped. $30 minutes left. 30 minutes to go. PV manages to stabilise, rebuilds their front line, plenty of outposts and garrisons back up now. Just about gets everything sorted. Round ricocheting there. Invictaurus infantry gets slaughtered on the back of that hedge line trying to push towards the crossroads. 76 is approaching the peak on the HQ. Trying to back him up, using him as mobile cover. That MG is an eye in the sky. I think it's going to be kind of tricky for this 76 to go unnoticed here. Nice shooting with the whole MG there by Dustboard. This is the MG up there on the truck and the sniper. Ooh, that was close. Burns one outpost. Artie is landing. It's quite an impressive push for the 76, but it may be that he's completely out of ammo. They're just using it as a mobile MG platform to burn his outposts. That's another one. Slightly to the left and he'll get a third. It's just there, it's just there. Yep, another one. Nice. This is great work. This is exactly what you want to see. I think that's the P4 going down there. Yeah, P4 goes down to AT pushing across. It's all kind of settled down for the last 30 minutes. See these outposts are hot around Hamlet again, but now the front line is quite mobile, and the pressure of the 76 on the outposts has reset all the Taurus guys back to the Invictaurus guys back to their garrison, which is here. Zep key. And Angelica, who's been a real hero so far in this game, are now making good progress towards the garrison. Massive spawn mode. Oh, and he gets 1, 2. Gets 2 there, I think. Third's traded by Zepke. Oh, you rat cunt. Hiding in the corner there. Not to say it. Inside of the enemy garrison. 176 pushing in, 176 holding the hedge line. Making ingress towards Hill 6, and I think they must have no ammo left. This is just to burn outposts and spawns and be scary. They're just trying to find everything that they can. Maybe they'll have to get out of the tank to... Maybe they'll have to jump out of the tank here and to dismantle garrisons by hand if they've really got no ammo at all. But you can see a spawn in their HQ. They must be waiting for a tiger here. See some trucks. These guys are just binos out. Quite a few of them just in the HQ here. Lux defending the hard cap. Sniper's making his way across. Sniper goes down. Sorry, Ponuri. Wardzu, the ghost of Samurai Demon. Does get spotted, goes down. Traded. Marcel gets traded. Artie is now just going to fucking mug this garrison now for the rest of the game, so... Good fucking luck spawning off that. I think that 76 must have been told to leave the garrison alone so they could farm with the Artie, which is... My comp brain says it's like kind of good because you know that if there are people spawning there, you know that they're there. We've still got these guys pushing their 76, trying to gain as much info from where the spawns are as possible. Red Pill and Yang, Funny Dead Cat, have now got supplies behind the point. Bounce the rocket there. They're trying desperately to get rid of this completely inert 76. They go down to a satchel. A good high pressure run to do a lot of reconnaissance in the 76 there. It must have been low ammo. And they've got one waiting for them, I'm sure. Plenty of fuel. 26 minutes left on the clock. Game is pretty much even back out to the state it was after the first cap of the Hugos. Let's see, Taurus have got their garrison set up behind this building. Bombing run goes across the hard cap, takes out 2 SLs and that AT, so not a bad bombing run in of itself, but not a huge amount to follow it up with. 76ers are holding the main field now. And we can see Wojtek and Red Pill are now pushing in. So I'd rate that bombing run like a 6 out of 10. You know, there were some people that follow it up, but not as impactful as you might like. You know, not entirely optimal, not terrible, but not entirely optimal. We do start to see the cap rate. Wojtek. The 76ers are in a position to now follow up. Invictus Valhalla. I think the tank knows he's there. Yeah, I think that's going to be an issue for him. He might be a tough guy, but I'm not sure he's a 76mm high explosive amount of tough. The Taurus guys are now getting sort of pinned into this trench area, which leaves them pretty inert. They can't actually push out of this area very easily without exposing themselves to the whole mounted machine guns of the 76. Taurus are getting pushed back by Polish vets. Polish vets have now got a very aggressive outpost right next to the garrison, basically. That you could spit from one spawn to the other. Maybe LJT has got something special cooked up for Edelweiss. Edelweiss does get hit, but firms it because he's a fucking tank. LJT, have you got some nades to send through? Oh, Edelweiss. Or maybe Moonbaby gets him with the MP40 headshot there. Traded. They're getting fucking wrapped though. Kujatek, Knight Rider, Pervitin. Ooh. Okay, okay. He gets 3. He gets 2 or 3 there with the carbine. More crossfire. They know the garrison's there for sure now. They're lacking some front door garrisons here, but nice. Perfect rocket from Kujatek. Infantry's cleared. Area now belongs to PV. For the first time, since they built the red zone here, they own this area of the map. It looks like Funny Dead Cat has finally lost his outpost behind the point now, and we're now relying on Red Pill just loses his outpost too. So we've lost both of the flanking SL's outposts here, but Funny Dead Cat is pushing again through from SMDM. It's going to be really hard to find garrisons, and then now with it all being opened up, it's a big spawn wave off towards the HQ. Maybe they've got a garrison back here. Yeah, they've got a backup garrison near the HQ here. And they're finally fielding another Tiger coming out onto the pitch. What can this Tiger achieve? Currently only see 176 on the map at the moment. Got one team. One tank crew has fallen back into jump towards a... Okay, I like this. Kujan Vibroni, so 180 and one tank member have been converted into SLs to jump in this recon tank, and maybe they can do a backstab the recon tank. We've finally got a good push of outposts on the diagonal. So this is quite nice, you know. 76 is a bit lonely, but they've got one backing it up here, so we're at 2 out of 3 heavies. You know, we're a couple of minutes off another heavy. They probably just want to chill, get these 2 heavies together, chill for the 3rd, and then make a push for the 5th cap. As you can see, they're gradually constricting access to the map for Invictaurus. Polish vets are now pushing up. Starting to look a bit more dicey, unless we can see another fucking awesome airhead play that almost flipped the game on its head. It was well recovered by PV. It must be about the time for another Polish vets airhead soon. Hamlet is still quite hotly contested, even though the garrison is green. They've pulled it off slightly to the side this time, which I think is smart because escape goes down. Funk is trying to find Jasky. Jasky gets him. Jord now on automatic rifleman, working with Viking, who goes down. Starting to push back out front door now. 76s are looking to cause some mischief, some shenanigans, some malarkey for the boys, some monkey business, if you will. They're looking to make some monkey business. The Tiger crew is actually out of the Tiger. Fire station goes down with a shield. You see that Tiger's on the highlight behind that bush. You see the infantry. Okay, we're making a Fury style tank play again across the map here, but they don't have infantry support, and the garrison is hot behind them, so I'm not sure this is wise, really. You know, when you don't have control over this area of the map, it's going to be quite easy for Invictaurus to bring up AT behind them. Edric kills Hurton. Wojtek knows he's there, whips out a frag instead and just gets shit on. I never played a game where it takes so long. Nice rapid bounce, right angled by Pendragon who's driving. But it has forced them into taking a shot from the Tiger. They're under pressure from SLI with Satchel. Oh, and they go down to the Tiger. Lots of pressure from... This is what we need. We need harmony between the tankers who set up the shots, and we need to use the infantry to force the tankers into uncomfortable situations. So great work by Invictaurus to trade off that 76 there, but we've still got 176 just balls to the wall, sending it across the fucking field. Artie slamming down around him. He's trying to back up his infantry. Oh, I don't know about this, boys. I think this might be that you've lost all your outposts. Gets one shot in. Oh, that's a bit cheeky. Can they get the second one in? Oh, they're going to push for it. Oh, I don't know, boys. You can spawn one more heavy now, but you've got to do it now. This is very, very spicy. They get the shot in the corner. Oh my god. The Tiger goofs the shot into the hedge, but they've got a rep station. If they get the first shot here, it's fucking over for 76. This is some extremely questionable tank gameplay from both sides here. After all the praise I've given the guys, this is... They're just leaving? He's just fucking off, mate. He's just CBA'd with it. No shot. No shot does he get away with this. No way. No way. SLI is following him with a satchel. And that Tiger's going to get a clear shot on his arse any second now. No, he whips it around the fence. He whips it around the hedge. He's maybe got another 15 seconds. There's no way. They've got the Greyhound going around the back here. The Greyhound can cause some mischief. Maybe he can buy the 76 time to escape. Uses his first shot to kill a repair station. The 76 is still on the run. He's gotten away with it. There's no way. There's no way. I don't know what's happening, and I'm scared. The Greyhound is just the solo Greyhound. I think it's just Rav. Is just. Oh, it didn't kill him. He tanked around. Oh, he's just messing with the Tiger. He's just buying them so much time, and he's marked the garrison, and they've got the airhead bombing run coming down. Maybe this is the time, but if you remember, actually, both airheads are on similar cooldowns, right? So maybe both teams are going for an airhead play at the same time, which would be fucking crazy again. Taurus have managed to push them back out of this hard cap and back towards Hugo's. We have got the airhead bombing run. Let's have a look at that. Okay, yeah. It misses the garrison, and Sylvandor just sits inside, and yeah. Sylvanor, easy for the boys, to be honest with you. That was a good effort, you know. I might have tried it in a slightly different position, but it looks like PV have managed to claim some control over this map edge now. It's a constant game of tug of war over this part of the map. Avocado is pushing like right around the map edge. Kills Edelweiss. Soft airs, trying to put down an outpost, doesn't know he's there. Last bullet in Avocado's gun. Oh, I'm sorry I had to catch that, buddy. Rest in pepperones. Garrison again's going hot back here. They've kind of gone for the Ninja Ball attitude where you just sort of throw down as many supplies on cooldown as possible. I think, so if I look at the map right now, I'm pretty happy as Polish vets. I've got the chance to do maybe one more bombing run, one more airhead before the game ends, potentially, just about. So you've got the chance to make one more attack with this red zone garrison that they've just put up. I think possibly it's too close to the hard cap, to be honest with you, but they've just lost Tear Squad. Let's see what the flank squad's up to. The original's sort of missing the outpost, maybe. No, he's pulling towards them. Burns 1 OP. Scanning around, but yeah, so they've got maybe the chance to pull one more attack off, but Angus on trades Trimax. Let's see if there's any airhead or anything going down for Taurus. They're bringing up a second. This garrison has gone unlocked now, so we've got Roger Tear Squads and this unlocked garrison, so maybe we can whammo this side of the map. 2 tigers now, so if I'm Taurus, if I'm Invictaurus, I'm looking for just to drive straight down the middle of the map with all of my tanks, all of my heavy tanks at the same time, and just push all the way to AA network and then drop an airhead into Hugo's, but we've got this roadblock of 276 pulling up. .276 is pulling up, and you know, like, it's just it's going to be tricky. They've got when you lose Hugo's as the axis, it becomes a really big slog, because as you can see from like zooming out on the map, you've got these huge voids, so it's very hard to cross this field. It's very hard, it's like virtually impossible to cross this field, right? And they're such awkward shapes as well, so you want to cross at the top end, but that just leaves you exposed to like shots that come across, and because it's the high ground as well, like it's very rare that you'd ever leave that uncontested. Oh no! That might just have lost them the chance to cap 4th if they can't get that out. They do just about save it. These guys jumped out to repair their Tiger, but the art's landing really fucking close here. They lost 1 crew member. I think they lost a tank commander actually, and they lost tank commander and crew. Second Tiger gets double peaked, and I think it's all fucking over. Got a 1-man Tiger here. Second Tiger's down. Dustworld Louis Procurator. Can Dustworld complete the trench challenge? Looks like it with ease. They know there's another P4 out there, and they know there's another Tiger out here, but they're not entirely sure where the second Tiger is. Because potentially they think the P4 is actually the Tiger here. The P4's fucked. Yep, there you go. Bang. And can they rescue this poor bastard Tiger? No infantry, no crew left. 10 minutes left on the game. It's like a 6 or 7 minute offline going for it. Offline just misses the vault. Does eat 1 rocket in the back. Go on, Woodsy. Go on, Woodsy, I believe. No, Woodsy, no! Offline and funk trade. Least versus the original. The bar. Original goes down to Jasky there. Front line pretty stable now. I don't see how Polish veterans can throw this away. Having said that, no. She's got these two Invictaurus guys going down. SL's down, so no outpost that's going to go up as a result of this, but they do lose a 76, possibly to the satchel of Jord there, I would guess. Which would be very sneaky of him. That 76 is down. So nicely done, but Jord's just going to hide now, and you can actually jump over that wall and hide in there. Jord with the fucking 180 into Bade. Bates just gets fucking ruined, but is traded out by Wojtek. So I think that's like cleared out the attention. You see they've pulled back quite a few of their outposts onto the hard cap in the case IV Invictaurus attempt to go for another airhead play. I think for me it's kind of like you can tell Invictaurus have a bit fizzled a bit. Like they were so close to capping back Hugo's farm that it's just kind of like it spoiled their morale a bit, and I think PV have really kind of like flourished under that moment because they've seen that they like if that's the most that they can throw at them, then it's not going to be enough. We've got another attempt by Zekpi and Funny Dead Cat to whip up a sneaky garrison around the back of them. I think it looks like they've been detected. Oh, they've been marked by this tank crew, and they're going to run into Sylvanor. Sylvanor gets the kill onto Zekpi, and Sergeant D just absolutely fucking bins the Panzerschreck rocket straight into the fence. Might want to get a bit closer this time, buddy. Womp womp. Yep, there we go. Let's kind of shut the door on that that push, but you know, there's supplies around. Maybe they can get a double drop off Funny Dead Cat's outpost. But this roaming defense seems like it might be able to shut them down. Kashki's managed to sort of just walk front door, and we've got Procurator, Louis and Dustworld in their tank, and I think maybe they can clean out some of this infantry that's shown up on the recon flare. Escape's going to try and... I'm hoping Escape's going to try and like wander up and satchel this 76 through the wheat, but that truck goes down. Escape in the smoke near Wadzu. Wadzu clears out the two infantry in front of his KS, kills Escape. Escape can no longer satchel the 76 is pretty safe. They are attempting to wrap round to the other side of the point here. 6 minutes left on the clock. '76 is pushing in. '76 is blasting the infantry in the wheat field. Ain't nothing they can do about that. They are attempting a final last minute push. Two 76s slamming shells into the hard cap. Pushing in ever so slowly. Hear the rockets going off, but is this last tank push? They're trying another airhead bombing run. Last airhead bombing run's going in. Puma's attempts a shot, but does go down immediately after one shot. Valhalla is shitting himself right now because he's got a 76 right on top of his fucking head. Cat does start to go towards PV. 5 minutes left, so 3 minutes left for them to cap here. Big spawn waves. Bombing run airhead. Valhalla goes down. Rockets coming in. bombing run clears out everything behind the cap and the tanks pushing in. Can they manage a last minute 5-0 here? Invictaurus have done so well to hold on against all the pressure from the PV tanks all this game. Airhead in a much safer spot this time, protected by the 276s. Look at this is beautiful, right? They wrapped around the outside, pulled back their defense at the same time, and pushed all their tanks into the hard cap. This is classic, man. Like, you don't. Mwah. One tank does go down. Tiger, can this Tiger save the hard cap in the last 2 minutes? Can the Tiger save the... Oh, Tiger, like, I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough. There's too many outposts. There's too many outposts on the hard cap. Kujatek is now sending rockets into the back of the Tiger. Big spawn wave from Taurus on the backside. Oh, I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough. I think Wojtek and the boys, Avocado, Wadzu, Kujatek, Knight Rider. And there we go. 5-0. Polish vets right at the end there. Let's have a look at the scoreboard. Well played to everyone involved. That was a crazy fucking game. Like, the swings on that one were like absolutely mental. Like the tanks from... that's like a nutty score. That's pretty good. That's pretty good SMDM artillery score, especially when a lot of that would have been out of his range. Like, just fantastic work from everyone involved. And you know, good luck to both teams coming up in the next few ECL games. I wish you all the best, and I hope you had a really fun game, because I had a lot of fun casting that. It was some really good tank stuff going on, great infantry pushes, and well timed from everyone involved. And good luck for the rest of the league. I will see everyone again, hopefully soon. Maybe not next week, but maybe the week after, and we'll see what else these teams can do next time. So good luck to both teams, and I'll see you again in the future. Mwah.